I'm just going to come back with it in case I need it.
Yep, sure. So here's a perler.
Oh wow, go on.
See if you can tell where I'm going.
Hit me with this one.
See if the build-up gives you a reveal before I get there.
I was going to do a funny thing where, like, the next sentence I took ages to build up to it, like, and it would have been a joke, but I couldn't think of anything.
I think that would be abstractly. I think that would be difficult to formulate off the cuff. I think you could do it. I don't know that I'm sharp enough these days to do it. Anyway, but what I was thinking is, say for example, you've got a top or shoes or whatever, but let's say a top because a top's more. Shoes are kind of insignificant, you know. They're like less than fucking 10% of your total body mass in terms of how much visual impact they have on how you look.
It's just a book.
But say you're wearing a top and you think it looks good, but your friends, you've gotten consistent feedback that your friends don't think it looks good. Will you still think it looks good?
If I thought that it looked good on me to begin with, yeah.
Yeah.
You tried to make me buy some sunglasses that you said were fashionable ages ago, and I bought them so they were 10 cents.
I don't use the word fashionable though.
Oh,
because
do you know what I mean by the word fashionable?
Well, yeah, but I don't know. I don't even know what sunglasses you're talking about. I think
it doesn't matter because it doesn't matter. It's just the point I'm trying to put across.
Yeah.
You thought I looked good in some sunglasses,
right?
And I don't know. You could have gotten anybody, like 10 other people, to tell me that.
Yeah.
But I hated the way they looked, and so I never worn them.
Yeah, sure.
But like, I think even if I buy something that's kind of unfashionable, if I like the way it makes my face look like my hair, then I'll think I like it. Yeah.
So here's the second question.
Well, like if I didn't like the way that hat looked,
yeah,
I wouldn't wear it. I wouldn't wear it just to be ironic.
You like the way that hat looks?
Yeah, man. Check it out. Like, you can do the hair thing. Like, you can do this. It doesn't look as good with these done up, but sometimes you have to because of the cold.
Okay, well this is perfect then, because this is kind of my next question. So, what are you basing looks like? So so obviously you don't.
It doesn't work with the color most of the time.
Yeah,
I was thinking of dyeing.
That's the issue. What I'm wondering here is like, you don't care what it looks like in terms of like you think it looks good, so you don't care what your friends think.
I try not to.
Yeah, as we all do. But what I mean is like you don't care what your friends think. But if the entire world didn't think it looked good, because what I'm trying to get to here is this subtle thing that I think all humans have, which is this consciousness of not just how we appear to others, but how we appear to the world at large. Which is not a thing that we
give a shit about my hair.
Well, it's not something we think about consciously. This is what I'm trying to get into. It's like beyond subconscious. It's like it's unconscious. It's like you don't even have access to it, but it still in some way is motivating you. So what I'm wondering is if your friends don't, if everyone you meet says it doesn't look good, but you still think it looks good, what is it that would motivate you to go out wearing something like how does it look good?
Oh, well, what is it that would motivate me to go out?
No, that's kind of a different question. I'm kind of getting lost because I'm not very good at expressing what I'm trying to say, but what is it what is it that looks good? Like, how does it look good if everyone says it doesn't look good?
Because I like the way I look in it. That's quite a simple answer, though.
Yeah, no, that's good. So that is a really pure answer because that's less bullshit when it's simple. So
I just don't think enough about my clothes. I just put on combinations of clothes that appeal to me.
Yeah.
And sometimes I get really into a band, and so I start dressing like them. But apart from that,
because sometimes you turn up to band practice or my house for recording or whatever, or just see you on the street, whatever. I would say about 70% of the time you turn up wearing clothes, and I just think you look fucking great. Like the way you wear clothes, jeans and shirts and different fucking vests and shirts and jackets, and I just think, fuck man, he's such a snappy dresser. And then the other 30% of the time, you turn up and I cannot believe what you've got on. That hat is one of those examples. I just cannot believe that you would wear that unless you were being incredibly ironic, because it looks so bad. Not just in a way where Tommy being judgmental says it's bad, but anyone would say that is a really bad look.
It's awesome. I just can't put enough effort into wondering why I do it.
But it's funny because you often you and me will talk about things,
I'm not like,
and you'll come up with this thing, and it's almost like it's a defense mechanism where you'll say, "Oh, I don't think about things that much," and it's kind of funny to me because it's almost like you say it to me as like there's like the premise is that I'm thinking too much about things, and you're much
You
more
did put,
natural
you
or
did put
intuitive.
statistics into how often you see me wearing clothes that appeal to you. It was 70%. No,
I
there's
know,
just not many
but
other
it's
people
not
talk like that.
But it's not like I've ever thought in my spare time about you and how.
And the graph. Pie chart.
I'm just fucking saying, like right now, like we've gotten into this tangent, and so what I'm wondering is this, like, is
I don't want to, I was going to take this off so I could hear better, but then I thought it might look to the viewers like I was self-conscious about it, so now I don't know what to do.
Well, take it off now that you've explained that it's just for the hearing,
No, but
not
then,
for the
no, but
self-consciousness.
on another level, then they just say that that was my out for not wearing. I could put these up like that, but I don't like the way that that looks. I think it looks unfashionable if I go like that.
It's so funny, the word fashionable, because to me
I
the
don't say fashionable,
connotations of fashionable, like I would never say fashionable, I would just say like good or cool or something.
Well, cool is the same, isn't it? Cool is like...
Yeah, well that's why I said the thing I said before about, actually when I think about the real, what fashionable actually means, it was the right word, because I was kind of going, no one was trying to make you be fashionable.
So are you saying that, like, in order to be fashionable, you've got to please the world, you've got to please the world at large? In order to feel fashionable within yourself, well, in order to feel like you're looking good and feeling good within yourself, you got to feel like you are impressing the world at large, at least on a majority basis.
Yeah, no, what I was doing was asking you questions. So I didn't make any statement about what I thought.
No, but I'm asking now.
Yeah. So do
but
I?
like I assume
you
that
said, am I
your
saying
questions
that? Yeah, no,
reflected-
definitely. No, I'm not saying that. I'm definitely not saying that at all. But I think it's an interesting, it's an interesting thing, because you kind of go, well, actually, I don't care what, see, for me, I think it's some part of my mind, and this is what I was talking about, that part that's totally unconscious. I never have this actual thought in my head, but I think there's this drive going, if I look good to the world, if I look good, if I look at myself and go, that's cool, and then John Savage tells me that doesn't look cool, I'll go, well, John doesn't know anything. And if you then say to me, well, not that I think John doesn't actually know anything, but I think it doesn't matter what one person thinks. And then if you say to me as well, oh bro, I don't think that looks cool either, I'll go, well, that's only two people. And then if Nicola and then 100 New Zealand people come up to me and go, oh, that doesn't look cool, but I've still looked at myself in the mirror and thought it did look cool, I'll still think it's cool.
Yeah.
And I'll say, well, it doesn't matter what they think. But in my mind somewhere, I'm thinking that my thinking it's cool does have a truth to it, and there will be other people who will see it as cool. So I think that somewhere in my mind...
Oh, like your bastion of enjoyment is based on the fact that you believe that your thoughts on how it looks will ring true with at least somebody.
Yeah. So that's why I say so. I think
I
think it looks cool. But if the entire world came up to me and said it didn't look cool,
so like if it was resolutely, it's such a far-fetched hypothetical thing.
I know. But it's only by taking it to that nth degree, to that extreme, that you can actually go, well, what lies beneath it, and what lies...
How do I actually consider myself when I consider myself good looking?
Exactly, yeah. How do I consider myself? And
I reckon it's less than that. Like it's
half of it, the statistic.
Oh,
I think half of it, when I've been thinking about this at home all night long.
if you're going that deep, it's all about attracting a mate, isn't it? Well, not all about
primal drives and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Sure.
And so if you believe that you're considered attracted by others, then that is it doesn't have to be the whole world at all. I reckon that it's not even an even smaller scale, and it depends on whether the people that you want to impress think that you do look attractive, or whether it kind of appeals to the broad sense of you, or to their broad sense of you.
Because John said to me about the Isolation album, he goes, because he wasn't that happy with it.
Yeah.
And I loved it, and I thought it was fucking brilliant. And we got all the reviews saying it was brilliant.
Yep.
John was like, oh, okay, right, maybe, he sort of, he reconsidered a little bit, and he goes, and we were talking about that, and he goes, but I think, Tommy, even if you hadn't gotten all those reviews saying it was brilliant, if everyone had said what Simon Sweetman said, that it was shit, you wouldn't have then thought, oh, okay, it was shit, would you? And I immediately said, because I knew exactly the answer to that, I'd say, no, I wouldn't think it was shit for a second. I just think fucking small-minded New Zealand reviewers, what the fuck do they know?
I don't know.
What's that?
I don't know if that's the truth.
About how I'd feel?
Yeah, I think if you'd gotten consistent half-star reviews, you would have given up on liking it.
Fuck no. No way, man. No way. I would have just immediately discounted all the negative feedback that I'd gotten and gone, these people don't